What's up, everybody? We're back. This is Dill Talks. Um, the episode today I'm really excited about. It's called The Bliss of Beginnings, of New Beginnings, however you want to look at it. But um, let's dive right in because one of my favorite things that I've been thinking about talking about for a while. So, you know that feeling you get when you're first, new day at school or a new year at school in elementary school or even in high school. Um, the feeling you get when you have, your first game or your first tournament or your first, academic decathlon. The feeling you get when you're, talking to a new person, starting a new relationship, and nobody really knows except you two, and just the pure bliss magic that you feel in your body, and just the pure serotonin you feel, that new beginnings, nobody knows, everything's so new, everything's so wonderful and beautiful and new. That's the bliss of the new beginnings. But my lesson here is try to make every day or everything you do feel like that new beginning, that new way to do thing, that new type of thing to do. Because that new beginning feeling charges you to keep doing things and charges you to move forward every single day, right? We're all chasing that high, quote unquote, to get there. And it's a feeling like really no other. And it's tough to describe when you're not in that moment, but you just sit there and you feel it just so at ease and so at peace with everything that's happened to you, because you know that this is hopefully the new beginning of, the end game of, of whoever, if it's with a person or school or whatever, job, career, that bliss. Hopefully it leads you to the end game that you're looking for and that you want. Um, I just think about so many examples of, new beginnings, and the problem with new beginnings that you also run into is change. The way you have, you know, the bliss of beginnings is change that probably is going to hurt you or leave you feeling lost and not knowing where to go and all that stuff, and that's the truth. And I've been there plenty of times, man. You kind of, it's a weird spot to be in. It's hurt and it's despair, but it's also, you have the freedom to do anything you want in this life and achieve anything you want, and I think that's a really beautiful thing. So um, yeah, man, the bliss of beginnings is, it's a tough one because it's all about moving forward every single day and chasing that feeling that brings that to you, whether it's private equity, investment banking, personal training, being a ranger or a raft guide, ski guide, anything, whatever it is, find that for you and run with it. Don't let anyone tell you that you should do this or you should do that. It's your life, man. Do what you want. If it brings you, success, if it brings you happiness, if it brings you the money that you need to live, then do it, man. I think the world would be better if people just did what they truly want in their heart. I think more people need to create. I agree, more people need to create, and that's the bliss of beginnings, man. I'm so even with this Dill Talk segment, I'm so excited because it's a new thing for me. I've had Dill Talk Sports for a while. I've had my gaming clips. I've had Dynasty. I've had all that type of stuff, and this is kind of a new thing. And I want to tribute to my dad. Dad, I love you very much. I'm gonna make you proud. I promise. Um, so yeah, this is for this is he told me to start doing this. I've always had thoughts on things, and people tell me I have interesting ideas. So hopefully one of these will stick, and we'll go from there. But um, everything's what you make of it. Every situation is what you make of it. Going off the new beginnings thing. So say you lose your job and you're kind of lost and you don't know what to do and all this, but at that point you have two choices. You have the choice to sulk and sit there and say, well, it's me, this is my fault, or maybe it's an opportunity, God opening a door to you saying, hey, look, what do you want to do? Make it happen. Try it, and you can do anything. And I think that's a beautiful thing about it. Whether it's a relationship, male or female, friends or romantic. I think that's one of the hardest losses to deal with. I really do. You know, even just loss with a person, because you get so connected to this person, and then it's like you just kind of never talk to them again. Even it's weird. So take the joy of the bliss of new beginnings and find your niche, and go for it, man. Run with whatever you think is your thing. Everyone has a thing. I have always said that just because I'm smart at business and finance doesn't mean I could fix a plane if the plane broke down. So smart is kind of relative. Yeah, of course, basic knowledge wise, sure, if that's what you're going to base it off, just basic knowledge, like U.S. history, all this history. Yeah, sure, maybe people are smart, but when you specialize in something and you focus on something, you're going to be smart at that. Just like people have different types of talents. You don't have to be the best athlete, but you could be really good at building cars or building engines or woodworking or Game of Thrones. I don't know, whatever, acting. So don't be present with people, and allow people to be different, but understand these differences and work together to be friends and acquaintances and even more. And if you just continue to move forward every single day and you believe in yourself, man, you can do anything. Use that bliss of new beginnings, that feeling you get, that serotonin rush, that invincibility that you feel. Use that to move you forward every single day and do everything you want to do. Because for all the lows that you go through in life, you'll go through highs. Life is very, up and down, up and down. You got to find the flow state. You got to find the flow state and flow with the life. You got to flow and roll with the changes, as REO Speedwagon would say. Roll with the changes. So, and I've kind of learned that over time is, you want to be in this flow state. Whenever you try to take control of a situation that's not in your control and mold it to how you want it, it never really works out in the way that you think it's going to work out. So don't hold on, but don't hold on too tight, because the constant in life is changes, people would say. And yeah, you can have, stability in relationships, stability in friends, stability in job, anything like that. But you will go through changes, and you got to take the changes. It's building me to be a better person, building me up to get me to where I need to go, to elevate me to my potential. And I think that's the truth in any situation. I think you really just got to go for it, man. So use it to elevate you. Maybe that door closed so you could get to the spot you need to get to, man. And it's really how it is. If you look at everything like that situation, you can do anything. And I get sadness, I get being down for a couple days. Of course, you're allowed to have your time to be by yourself and be sad and think through things and say what went wrong and how do I fix this and whatnot. I'm with you. But turn that situation around into something that you believe in, and hey, this had to happen so I can get to where I can go. Whatever your dreams are, you can achieve every one of your dreams if you believe in. Up here, I've been saying that. So, but you also have to take the steps forward to do it. That's the thing that people don't think about. You have to take the steps, not just mentally, but physically, to get the results you'd like. But they'll be there. It might not be a month. It might not be a year. It might not be 2 years. But 3 years or 2 years and a day, that dream will be there, and you'll be achieving everything that you imagined in your brain. My favorite quote is, it's not even a quote. It's something that this is my thing, and then I'll say my favorite quote, which is my favorite quote. But any progress, any movement forward is movement nonetheless. Whether it's an inch, a centimeter, 5 miles, 20 miles, 100 miles, whatever. It's a step in the right direction to move forward. So make sure every single day, whether you're doing this much or this much work, that you're moving forward towards your dream and towards whatever you want to do. And I'll leave you with this before I get off this, and we'll do a new video tomorrow. And again, it's all about mental, man, and just you guys got it. Whatever I come to my mind, I think I got a lot to say and a lot to lay with people. So, but my favorite, it's not a quote. It's my favorite poem. It's by Marianne. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's by Marianne Williamson. That's only the first two lines of the poem, but that's my favorite two lines. Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. That means you can do anything in this life. Just continue to work for it, believe in yourself, put in the grind, and just do it, man. Visualize, come to the fruition, and move forward. Build your dynasty. I appreciate everyone. This is, another episode of Dill Talks, just talking about things that I think, more people want to hear about, men, women, children, whoever. But I appreciate everyone joining along. I hope everyone has a great day, and God bless. Deuces.